size. Brigida?
Delano, now on Bounds, educators are coming together to solve problems and discuss concerns about our next generation of teachers. I'm happy to welcome Helms here tonight. She is the education reporter for the Charlotte Observer. She's here to talk about a forum that WBTV and the Observer are partnering up to bring. Thank you for being here tonight.
Thanks for having me.
So this forum is Solving It Together, a forum series, teaching in North Carolina, low pay, high stakes. And we know that right now in the General Assembly, teacher pay is a hot topic, especially when it comes to how North Carolina stacks up against the rest of the country.
Right, and it's not just in the General Assembly, it's in the local governments are doing their budgets now, and it's very much out there in the communities and the classrooms that there's such a widespread sense that we're not doing well enough by our teachers, and if we're not doing well enough by our teachers, we're not doing well enough by our students.
Absolutely.
So our goal with this forum is to kind of get maybe past the general hand-wringing and finger-pointing and saying we need to study this more, and we hope bring together some of the people who make these decisions with some of the people who are affected by these decisions and get some really good conversation about what happens next, what does it cost, how do we make it work.
And how do you think this forum could influence lawmakers' decisions when it comes to our teacher salaries and raises?
Well, it's just always good for them, I think, to hear from real people. And one of the things we're doing is we're inviting people when they RSVP online to submit a question. And we just sat down this afternoon with 22 pages of questions and comments that have been submitted. So obviously we won't be reading all of those, but we're going through them and making sure that we're hitting the highlights, not just of what I as a reporter might think is interesting, but what the people who are there and are affected want to know.
Absolutely. And some influential people in education will be at this forum. Governor Pat McCrory's senior education advisor, superintendent of Charlotte-Mecklenburg Schools, as well as 2 state representatives. So talking about why it is so crucial to have both teachers and parents in our community attending this forum.
Well, essentially it's good to have all taxpayers, all residents, because even if you don't have a child in public schools right now, you are affected by whether we have good public schools or not, the whole economic development, the whole future of our kids. So I think the more diverse perspectives we have there, the better.
Absolutely. What do you think is the goal at this forum? Like, I know you said you want to get past the usual, finger pointing and really delve into some deeper discussions, maybe also starting a really good dialogue.
Right. I would love it if some of our participants actually made news. One of the things we're waiting for, we know that there are some proposals on the table that would give raises at least to teachers in the first few years of their career. Everybody says this is not the whole answer. There's got to be more to it. I'd love to hear real specifics, but at the very least, instead of hearing Heath Morrison over here and one state legislator over here and the governor over here, some of these people will be in the same room and they'll be facing the people who might say that's not the whole answer. I want more details.
And that's always good. I do want to mention our own Paul Cameron is going to be moderating this forum. We're going to put up the information right now.
He was reading the 22 pages of questions with us this afternoon.
I can only imagine. The forum Monday, May 5th from 7 p.m. until 9. It is in CPCC's Peace Auditorium. That's on Peace Lane in Charlotte. The forum is free, but you do need to register online. Not to worry. We have a link for it on our website, WBTV.com. As always, you want to check under the Web Extras section under the Home tab. And thank you so much for making time for us to come out and shed light on what is such a critical issue in our community.
Thank you.
The education of our kids. Me too. It sounds like it's going to be some good discussion going on. And we're back with more right after this.